when Shaq sits up there and says that Kobe didn't want to give him the ball during the final series that they lost the 5 games to the Detroit Pistons, I'll be damned if he's lying. He's absolutely right.
Ready to tip it off for Game 4. It has been Groundhog Day with Bill Murray in every game in this series. The opening tip, Shaq has prematurely jumped, and believe it or not, do we have it again? We have an immediate whistle. For the 4th time in a row, Shaquille goes up early, and the Pistons inbound. It is. It's February 2nd.
It's amazing.
10 on the timer. George outside. Guarded by Hamilton. Bryant with 3 seconds on the shot clock. This is the Lakers' first effort of the night, but Payton is there to collect it underneath. Malone tried to get it into Shaq and then gets it back. Hits Bryant for the fadeaway. In and out, rebound to Rasheed Wallace. In the 6th game of the playoffs with Minnesota in the conference championship round, Pavetta and Rush were 2 of the officials. Ken Maurer was the other, and that was the night Bryant had to come out early with 3 fouls as Kobe drives and puts it in left-handed, and O'Neal had 4 fouls at the half, and I've never seen a Los Angeles crowd that crazy at halftime. Inside to O'Neal, and Shaq with a jam. So the Lakers, who did not lead at all on Thursday night, are up by 2. Bryant comes back, and they triple him, and he loses the ball. Ben Wallace comes away with it. Detroit is up by 2. And the Lakers get it into O'Neal, and again, the jam. So 2 jams by O'Neal for the Lakers' first 6 points. Here's Hamilton. O'Neal with a rebound. The word comes to us that Phil Jackson went over the line as a designated area, and that's why they teed him up.
Yeah, he did, but I think coaches do that all the time, to be honest. And you have a choice as an official. It's not an automatic tech.
O'Neal, and you can tell, I mean, that's going to be the Laker plan, at least at the outset tonight, go to 34. Fox has been hurt a good part of the year. Just array of injuries, and Gary Payton finally scores in the first quarter. Here's Fox. Payton will drive, softly puts it up. The Pistons are contending it was in the cylinder, and it shouldn't count. O'Neal went up and jams it through after it looked like it might have been going down anyway, and Larry Brown says, how can you not make that call?
All I'm going to tell you is this. This was not a pass. Now, Shaq caught it over the cylinder. He may have caught it before. It's just a tough call for me to see. But I guarantee you that was not a pass. Now, so far, the theme has been the same. Foul trouble, penalty for the Lakers early, and offensive rebounds. The difference is in this game, the Lakers are scoring because of Shaq.
O'Neal goes up in the air to get the rebound, gets fouled by Wallace. And, of course, the other thing is the premature jump ball by O'Neal in every game. And on the Piston end, it's been Rasheed Wallace getting into foul trouble. Phillips all the way, a little hard on the layup. And O'Neal with the rebound. 3 minutes to go in the period. Payton will go all the way, and Gary puts it in. So Payton, scoreless in the first quarters of the 3 games thus far, has 4 points tonight. Here's Bryant. His 6th attempt, misses again. So 5 misses out of 6 shots.
And most have been contested, though I thought his first 2 looks were pretty good looks.
Inside to Rasheed Wallace. Malone takes it from O'Neal and hits, so Shaq gets the assist. Malone, with his first 2 points, gives the Lakers the lead. Bryant. Kobe dishes it off to the corner. Payton puts it up and misses the last shot of the period.
Los Angeles Lakers, we predicted that they would come back in a big way dito sa Game 4, and they have in the first quarter.
I think so, no? This is the most points that the Lakers have scored in any first quarter in the series so far.
Now Bryant, cold in the first 12 minutes. Into Shaq. Guarded by Campbell. Banks doesn't go. Rasheed Wallace clears it last. Shaq's going to drive to the basket. And gets fouled on his way.
You know, it's rare that Shaq goes quick, but when he goes quick, it's amazing, first of all, how quick he is, and it's also amazing how quickly people get out of his way.
I'm just thinking the same thing. When he turns and starts in like that, I mean, who's going to stop him? Foul on Wallace, Rasheed, that's his first.
Look at this quick move, and all of a sudden the ocean opens because they see the big Shaq rumbling.
Inside, now you've got Rasheed Wallace guarding O'Neal. Bryant off balance. Kobe can't get anything to drop. With Rasheed Wallace guarding O'Neal, of course, you got to watch carefully for that second foul as Billups is in and out. And O'Neal continues to be dominant on the boards. Detroit erasing the Laker lead, up by 2. Full court pressure. Bryant gets it up to Fisher, and he misses it. And O'Neal tries to tap the rebound. And Fisher is there to follow and gets fouled. Great play by Fisher. O'Neal entangled and screaming for a foul and didn't get it. And the little guy got underneath and puts it in. O'Neal off the side of the glass. And then underneath, with Wallace battling Payton for it, it's called on the Lakers. O'Neal gets fed, gets tripled, scores anyway, and he'll go to the free throw line.
You know, it's interesting. Shaq, the last 2 times, had decided to go to the jump hook. That time, he said, the jump hook is not working anymore. I'm going to go with the power move, and that's exactly what he did. When he lowers that shoulder and is able to split, unstoppable.
Brian Russell up on the baseline. Rick Fox up. Kobe gets up. Brian Cook as well. Payton works to O'Neal. Turned around, goes in, and Shaquille O'Neal 17 points in about 17 minutes of action.
And Al, you saw the end of that play, but to get the ball, I have never seen Shaquille O'Neal move that well and that quickly without the ball so he can get the ball. Watch him. First he wants the lob, doesn't get it. He keeps moving, fights back, gets his position, then quick move. With Shaq moving like that, it's going to be tough for the Pistons to slow him down.
Here's Bryant.
Boy, that's a tough shot. That was one of those shots when you're struggling, you haven't touched the ball, you want to get a shot up. That's what that shot was about right there.
Bryant now 1 of 8. Here's Bryant. Got it.
And that, again, was a tough shot, but Kobe Bryant has the talent to pull it off.
Prince. Tap by Malone into the hands of O'Neal. Bryant with O'Neal creating the screen way outside, and then it's Rasheed Wallace with the block and the takeaway. Quickly to Prince. He's going to drive all the way. Put it in, count it, goes to the line.
And once again, Kobe Bryant drives, gets caught in traffic. Rasheed Wallace makes a great play, and it allows the Pistons to do the one thing they've done offensively throughout this series is attack the basket and go to the foul line.
Hamilton from the lane. And O'Neal gets the rebound.
Well, it's been like a one-man rebounding machine for the Lakers, and it's all been Shaq. Kobe gets an open look.
Bryant, boy, he's not even close tonight. Van Wallace, here comes the gun.
They've gone away from getting the ball to Shaquille O'Neal.
Rush, batted away.
You know, the Lakers go on these spurts where they go 3, 4, 5 minutes without getting the ball to Shaq, and they have to get it to Shaq.
And O'Neal loses the ball, and it's stolen away, and there's no foul, and this is James. And he gets fouled. And they're going to count it because they're going to call it goaltending. Malone gives it back to Bryant. Kobe in traffic. Kobe has it partially blocked. Malone gets it. Try to get it to O'Neal. Pistons retain possession. James again. Dishes back to Big Ben. He'll get a mini-gong. He'll go to the free throw line.
No Shaq means big-time Detroit Pistons. Every time they get a long rebound, Mike James is flying down the floor. Here's another one with Kobe Bryant coming in, goaltending the ball. I mean, he's putting so much pressure on the Lakers that it's funny. Every time it's either a bucket, goaltending, or they're going to the foul line.
So the Lakers just look disorganized on offense. Fox saves it. 1 on the timer. Bryant from the corner. Oh, boy, you talk about a big 3.
Wow.
I mean, they're throwing the ball all over the place, and then Bryant gets free from the corner. So the same guys that started the first half start the second, and O'Neal starts with a dunk to tie the game. And we mentioned before, when it's starter against starter, head-to-head, mano-a-mano, in this series, the Pistons have totally dominated the Lakers. George inside to O'Neal. Over Rasheed this time. Doesn't go. Battle on the boards. Lakers have it. Malone Goes right back to O'Neal. A wraparound lay-in to tie it at 43.
Wow.
From the corner, three-pointer for Devin George. Devin George, who had no field goals in the first half, had 2 free throws. That's his first field goal of the game, and it gives the Lakers the lead by 1. Into Kobe, too hard, and off Kobe's hands. O'Neal working on Wallace. Short. Wallace backs it to the other Wallace. Malone, well, he's going to pass that shot up again. Now Bryant. Bryant gets it back. Off balance.
Look at the traffic.
2-0 break. Automatic for Phillips.
3 players ran at Kobe Bryant when he put the ball on the floor. The Detroit Pistons have decided they're going to employ the Kobe rules. They are not going to let him have a free shot.
Prince stays on Bryant. Medvedenko. Well, even Medvedenko's passing up open shots. And that's going to put Bryant in a bind and he'll have to launch a prayer. And he does. And you know the Lakers are completely out of sync because Medvedenko doesn't ever pass up a shot like that.
No.
Bryant, turnaround. Missing here, Rasheed Wallace off the glass.
See, now you can see what Kobe's trying to do is go quick before help can come, but that's not the rhythm that he wants to shoot the ball at.
Into O'Neal, Hamilton is on him, then they gives it to Medvedenko, and he's short. Gets his own rebound and gets fouled on what the Pistons think is a jump ball by Wallace. And then Wallace and Medvedenko start to jostle. Payton. And Bryant underneath. Travel. Wallace backs Medvedenko in and then misses, and O'Neal high in the air for his 16th rebound.
Shaq has not touched the ball in a while.
Here he goes. 3 guys on him, touched it and scores it.
I mean, you got to go to him. I think the Lakers go these stretches by trying to move the ball, and sometimes they forget about the big fella. There has been no answer for him tonight. He's the only constant offensively for the Lakers.
And Wallace, Rasheed, that is, will guard him. Medvedenko comes out.
He's come in. The reason they brought in Luke Walton is so now Rasheed Wallace can't help off a shot. And that's why they brought him in, because Luke Walton will take a shot.
Terrible shot by Kobe, but O'Neal is out to get the rebound, and then Payton drives, and Gary puts it in on the layup to make it a 54-54 game with 2:40 to go in the third. And then Payton knocks it into the corner, and that creates the Lakers steal. Bryant's got Walton with him, and Kobe for the jam to give the Lakers the lead. The Diesel comes in and misses, and Prince gets the rebound.
The Lakers better be very careful right now in this stretch.
Walton drives. Couldn't get it to O'Neal underneath. Bryant slithers through and banks it in.
Slithers through one guy, 2 other guys is running, and he had the ability to score.
Walton to Payton. 6 on the 24. Walton to the corner. Bryant.
Another tough shot. Another tough shot. That's where someone else is going to have to make.
Whoa, baby, and the house erupts on the lob to Rasheed Wallace. And the Lakers have to take another timeout.
These are tough shots. I mean, look where they're giving the ball to Kobe Bryant. There's 1 second on the shot clock, or 3, and he has to throw up a wild shot. And what that leads to is fast break Piston basketball. Every long shot, the Pistons are scoring 2 ways this evening. Fast break points and the foul line.
And of course, they're playing defense in every sport. Football, baseball pitching, hockey goaltending, defense, defense, defense.
Yeah. Defense wins in every sport.
Lob into Shaquille. It was almost stolen, and Wallace says, "Ah, man, I almost got that one." They work it into Shaquille. He'll go to the line. Missed the shot, gets 2.
Every time they've needed a run stop, they've gone into Shaquille O'Neal. Every time they forget about going to Shaquille O'Neal, the Detroit Pistons make a run.
Again, the Lakers tonight only 2 guys in double digits, O'Neal and Bryant, Payton at 6 in the first quarter, but only 8 in the game. And Shaquille makes 2 very clutch free throws.
Very big free throws. And right now, the game is on the balance. It's only a 3-point game. Those 2 free throws are huge for the Lakers.
O'Neal. It counts, and he's fouled.
I mean, this is an excellent move. This is not a power move. This is a quick spin move by a power player.
Phillips will put it up from outside. Three-pointer.
Every time they go under on pick and rolls with Chauncey Phillips, he makes them pay.
Shaquille again. Foul. And now Kobe's going to come into the game.
Yeah, not a bad time, obviously. Kobe's had a rest now. He can come in fresh. He has to provide some offense. But again, it's very difficult because they're ganging up on him.
Kobe Bryant back in the game, almost lost control. Gives it to Shaq. He scores and gets fouled.
This is when you're going to see Shaq on the line more now. They saved all these fouls the Detroit Pistons have throughout this game, and they have all the bigs to use fouls. You're going to see Shaq on the line a bunch now.
Phillips from beyond the arc. 6-point game again. Chauncey Phillips. Bryant. Wallace comes all the way out to midcourt. And Bryant himself banks it in.
Ooh. Kobe Bryant wasn't giving that up. There were 2 guys guarding him, another guy spying on him, and he still gets to the bucket.
Medvedenko. Oh, and then O'Neal is there. Medvedenko's shot wouldn't have gone in.
It's still only an 8-point game after all this.
Bryant. Phillips gets the rebound. We're down to 3 minutes to go in the 4th game. Well, the Lakers were down by 6 with 36 ticks the other night, and you know what happened. And here's Bryant making it a 6-point game with $1:18 to go.
I think you're looking at the Lakers with 78 points with a minute left, and you're finding out great defense.
Kobe missed a 3. Payton looking around. Kobe all the way, has it stripped in the lane. O'Neal will end it with a meaningless lay-in to cap for him a 20-rebound and 36-point night. But the Pistons have set up a situation where they can win it, and win it at home on Tuesday.